All right, let's take a look at number 4. So this one, again, resembles inverse tangent because there's no square root. We need to have this as a 1, though, before we can set up our u squared, u, and du. So we're going to multiply the top and bottom by 1/5 again. And again, instead of having that 1/5 up here, I'm going to go ahead and pull it out in front automatically. We get 1/5 times the antiderivative of 1 over 1 plus 1/5 x to the 6th dx. So now we can set up our u squared, u, and du. So our x squared is still on top. Thank you. All right, so now we can set up our u squared. So we have 1/5 x to the 6th. That's going to be our u squared. So take the square root of that to get our u. We're going to get square root of 1/5 times x cubed. So sometimes people have trouble with this when it's not an x squared, taking the square root. They never know what to do. Remember, it's just like raising this to the 1/2 power. So x to the 6th to the 1/2. We're multiplying the exponents 1/2 and 6. So it's always going to be half the size. And then our du is just going to be 3 times the square root of 1/5 times x squared dx. So we want to get our du set up. We've got the x squared dx in there already. We're missing the 3 times square root of 1/5. So I'm going to multiply the inside by 3 times square root of 1/5. But to keep things balanced, we have to multiply the outside by the reciprocal. So we're going to have to multiply by 1/3. That's the reciprocal of 3. Reciprocal of square root of 1/5 would just be square root of 5. So on the outside, we end up with square root of 5 over 15 times the antiderivative of 1 over 1 plus u squared du. So because all of that stuff in the green there becomes du. And then antiderivative of 1 over 1 plus u squared is inverse tangent of u. So we're just substitute our u in there. Square root of 1/5 x cubed plus c.